Hi everybody, it's Diane. It's collage time again. It's 8 o'clock, it's a little after 8 actually, in the evening, and I'm just going to play in my collage books for a little bit tonight. But before I get started, I'm out here in my dining room area, and I wanted Deborah to see, I'm going to move the camera a little bit, how nice this tablecloth that she sent me looks on my table. Oh, I'm trying to get to the other side of it. I'm picking up my tripod. See, this is my vintage table, my enamel table. And this tablecloth that she sent me, it was in such good shape I did not want to cut it up. So it looks great. I open up one leaf of this table. I don't have enough room to keep two open, but if I open up one, then I can put two chairs at the table, and the tablecloth fits perfectly with it this way. So I just wanted to show you that, Deborah. And I'm going to put my mat here. I've already marked it out so that I stay in there while I'm working. So I brought my glue stick here. Got my glue sticks. I've got lots of, I just brought baskets out with me with different collage things and some of my little boxes of little bits. So I should have plenty to work with here. So I have this basket, which is just assorted papers that I've cut from magazines, old and new. And I haven't sorted them, so I'm going to work with some of those, but I brought out my smaller bits too. So I'm just going to grab my papers that I use my glue sticks on. I thought I had scissors. I was pretty sure I brought scissors with me. I didn't have everything set up because I wanted to show you the table. Let me get my scissors. And here they are. So I have no pre-plans here. I just grabbed stuff because it's already getting late, and I just grabbed stuff so I could start playing. So this is just my regular old glue book that I made. Let's find the next open page. I guess that. Let's just find something that'll work on that. This is right on top of that basket, so I have to trim that to fit, but I wonder if I have some pieces that would work with that. See what I've got here. I've got words. I've got all of my Trader Joe's things. Oh, I've got numbers. I like numbers. Big numbers. Oh, one thing I didn't bring was my wastebasket. This table's a little high for me to be doing this, so I hope it'll work all right. What I should do is empty one of these little baskets and put my garbage in it. This one doesn't have much in it. Just empty this, and I can put my little scraps in it. Okay, put that on the floor next to me. It's been a busy Monday for me, even though I didn't go anywhere. I've been busy. I worked on the fabric journals. I have one done. So I was working on the other two. And I cleaned and rearranged my cupboards a bit, so they're working better for me. You know, you have to be in a place a little while and realize what changes you need to make. And I actually got out a hammer and nails and I hung some pictures. I was waiting to hang things until I had all of my pieces where I wanted them. Like, I need a bookshelf. So I'm not done until I have my bookshelf up and know exactly where I want it. So why should I hang wall art if I'm not sure where everything's going to go? And in the bedroom I need a headboard. I don't have room for my end table. So I need a headboard with a bookshelf so I have a place to put my eyeglasses and whatever other things I want by my bed, tissues and things like that. So I don't want to hang anything in the bedroom until I know where how the headboard's going to look in there. So anyway, but there are places that I know, like in the kitchen, things aren't going to get moved in the kitchen. So I can I hung up some pictures in the kitchen, and I hung up my little pictures in the bathroom. So it's amazing what a huge difference it makes to just have a little bit of art on the walls, especially familiar art. I didn't buy anything new, just using what I brought with me. The pictures that I hung in the kitchen maybe aren't my style anymore. They're more country style than what I would choose nowadays probably, but it's what I have, so it's what I went with. These are the labels that I stamped on various book pages. So I was happy to be able to do that, get some pictures on the wall. My mother gave me a gorgeous picture that she had embroidered, and I had it matted and framed at Hobby Lobby. It's not cheap to do that, let me tell you. But it's really beautiful, and I knew where I wanted to put that, so I hung that up. I need something else down here. And then I told you, I think, that I had been doing a Bible study with a young girl from my church. She's about to turn 15 in a couple of days. And so we've been doing a Bible study every Monday, but we hadn't been since all this quarantine business. So I decided that we should resume by phone. So I emailed her some scripture to read. And when we were both available this evening, we did our Bible study over the phone. So that was nice. I was glad we got to do that, and we'll do it again next Monday. And I paid my bills. You know, I had to go through the bills and write the checks and all that, so they're all ready to go. So I had a busy day and got a lot done. And now I'm just going to play for a bit. I'm just looking to see if maybe I want to put a word here. Where'd my words go? Right here. Let's see if we can find a good word. I like that just because it says, "Look, Sally," and it's got that big pair of eyes. But it says, Jane said, "Look, Sally, see what Mother can make." I don't know. Now this one could go with it. It says 1, 2, 3, he counted, and we've got a 2 and a 3 right there. But, oh no. I thought just a simple word, not a quote. Destination, nurture, strong, confident, friend, together, beautiful, memories. Let's do memories. Looks like we've got the clock here depicting the passing of time. Got to remember that this is a short page. I can't go down too far. And maybe she is remembering things. So we'll just put memories there, and I think that will be a good collage. So I am off camera over here, but I am just rubbing glue on these pieces. Now the clock. I had the clock upside down. I hope it'll work over on this side. I brought everything out to my dining room table just because I was working on the journals today. And I have more room to spread out here, so the stuff from the journals is still on my craft table. It's not a huge mess in there, but I've got lots of room to spread out here. This might be a good place to do my collage play. I am going to just trim this. Where did I have this? Let's put it there. Moving on. I don't need to do a complete collage. I could just, in fact, I'm just going to grab a stack of images from that basket, and I'm just going to go through and just start gluing stuff in without doing complete collages. So that's a really pretty fun image of watercolor sets. That's fun for people who like to do arts and crafts. And this colorful strip is nice with it. So we can just glue those two pieces down. And normally if I was just doing this as a finished collage, start to finish collage, I would want to put something in the background. But doing it this way, I'll have to be creative when it comes time to add something else to the page. But I do want to get back to doing the more spontaneous glue book stuff and not trying to do a complete page. So I just want to take things from that unsorted basket and start gluing them down. There's a lot of stuff in that basket, but if I take some of them out, it'll give me fewer things to have to sort. One of my viewers left a comment on a video asking if she missed my craft room tour in my new place, because I did the one where I had just moved, but I haven't done another one. So no, you didn't miss it. I am not going to do one until I get my shelves put up so I have places to put things. I've got baskets of different kinds of laces and trims, and oh, I got stuff just stacked in that room because I don't have shelves to put them on. That might be good there because there's watercolors. Jane said, look, Sally, see what Mother can make. But I'm not going to do that right now. Look at this fun picture. I'm going to cut that a little smaller. Oh, oh, too bad I put that there. It's a girl gathering eggs, and this is perfect. I'll put it on this page. I am going to put something behind it though, because it needs to have something to separate it from that busy background. This is probably too busy. These are nice images. If these walls could talk. This is from Somerset Studio in 2006. Remember Angela Cartwright from Lost in Space, the original Lost in Space, back when I was a kid? This is her art. I think it looks better with the red. She was also one of the Von Trapp kids in The Sound of Music. I still have a couple images to use on that page. I have to trim a little bit off the sides. And I might not do anything else to this page. I just love this image and I love that image. So I might not do anything else. But then again, another session, as I flip through, I might have just the thing, maybe something black and white to add to this page. I think that would be fun. You never know. what I can do with this little tree. Got the hind end of a pig here. I have to cut that out. I don't want a hind end of a pig. There's the front of the pig right there. Okay, I think we'll just use the tree and not the cow. Let's plant the tree right next to that house. Okay, now I've got this beautiful floral. I think that would look nice opposite that page. I don't think too much. Most of the time when I'm doing this, I just grab and glue. I thought it would be a good idea to use this table for collage, but I don't think it's such a great idea because it's too high and I'm getting a backache. So I guess I won't do it again. Just going to trim some of the white space from around this. Oh, about the problem people were having with my videos stopping partway through. It seems the people that responded to me about what they were using, it seems to happen to when you're watching on an iPad. And sometimes they can go back, like it didn't work on the iPad, so some of them watched on their laptop and then they could watch the whole thing. Or they could go back and watch it later. And some people have said that it's probably a problem. The internet is having issues because of everybody using the internet, people working from home, kids doing school on the internet and all that. And then I was told that YouTube decreased its, I may have the phrase wrong because I don't understand all this stuff, but I think the term was decrease their broadband or something. So that could be causing problems too, but it's not my videos that are the problem. So I feel better about that. Most people are able to watch the entire videos, but some people were having problems with them. And I didn't hear it so much. I don't think I heard anybody say they had a problem with the video that was posted today, so hopefully it's getting resolved. I can put this is a black and white image of cards and chess, castles. Put that behind it to tone down the background. I need some more black and white. Oh, I'm gonna get this basket up here. forgot what I was doing. And that stuck to the bottom of my basket. When I picked the basket up, it was gone. I have to remember what I have there already so I can decide what will go behind it. Not seeing any other black and white ones except vintage ladies and kitchens and stuff. Oh, here's, I wonder if that would work. It's got some more architecture. Okay. Man, there's a lot of stuff in that basket. Let's stick with the architecture. Yeah, I like that. So I'll glue this down first, and that way this one can cover up the white edge. I said I had plenty of space, but I'm already throwing stuff around so much that I'm infringing on my workspace. Guess I just can't help it. Oh, I hate it when my glue stick sticks to the thin magazine paper when you pick it up and then tears it. But usually you can glue it down so that it doesn't show that much. These are cosmos. I used to have cosmos in my garden. They're very pretty, but they do not smell good. And they have sharp things on their stems. But they're pretty. So now I have this little butterfly that I could add to the black and white area. Except I just dropped the butterfly and it's on the other side of the table. So I will do that later. It just fluttered away down there. Okay, let's do one of these kids. Got these fun kids that somebody colored and had in an old book. Need a kind of a tall page. Let's put him here. There's something about these images with the very thick, dark line, black line that just brings me back to childhood. I loved anything to cut out and color, anything like that. And I remember when I was in Sunday school, little circles that had children from around the world, like their faces within the little circles, and they had these really thick black lines around the circles, and it was probably to do with Jesus loves the little children, all the little children of the world. And there was a craft project. We were supposed to cut out the circles and glue them onto something. And that sticks in my mind. I loved those little circles with the big black lines around them, with the adorable children from around the world. And when I was older, like a teenager, and my mom, maybe she was teaching a young class or something, but she had those papers. They used to repeat the lessons. So even when I was a teenager, the young kids were still having the same lessons and the same materials that I had when I was young. So I saw them again, and as soon as I saw them, it just evoked such good memories. You know, it made me excited to see those little faces in those big black thick lined circles. I remember I wanted to be a Sunday school teacher so that I could use flannel graph, which is figures. They were colored figures and animals and buildings and trees and everything you would need to tell the story. And they had little fuzzy stripes on the backs. And then you would have flannel backgrounds with the scenery in the background, and you would, as you told the story, you would put these pieces up on the flannel on the board and they would stick to it and you could move them around and tell the story. So that's why I wanted to be a Sunday school teacher, so I could play with the flannel graph. And my aunt, when I was a teenager, bought me a set of a flannel graph story of Esther, the book of Esther. And I studied that story and told the story to myself, playing with the flannel graph, and then told it to my younger sisters. And I just played with it, and I thought, you know, after I grew up and remembered that, I thought, what a great gift to give to someone like me who wanted to tell the story and wanted to play with the flannel graph and be a teacher. And my aunt was really good at things like that, you know, so I appreciated that. I was very surprised when I got that gift, but boy, did I spend a lot of hours with it. I know I'm doing backgrounds, and I said I just wanted to slap things down, but some of these figures require a background, and then I can come back and add more to it. I'll just put this is a piece of graph paper that ended up with some sprayed stenciling on it. I probably cut off the rest of it and I just had that scrap. So we'll do that, and then I'll come back another time and add more things to this page. Oh, I like that. This is the back side of that. I like the ruler, but I think the color of this one goes better. Stands out better. Sometimes you have to sacrifice the thing you like on the back of your image. I don't know what I'll add to him, but something will turn up one day. What happened to the little girl? Oh, here she is. I wondered if I wanted to use her on the opposite page, but I guess not. Well, I can't fit all of this on. I want to fit the whole quote on. So I'm going to cut her out, and I can use her on something else. It says each of us has more power over the world than we imagine. So I think I'll just glue that there, and then I'll come back another day and put something on the top of it. Now, do I have a place I can put her? That's a possibility. This is one of the things that I would want to put onto a page that already has some things glued on it. I wouldn't want to put this on a bare page because it's small, so it's something that would be added to other items. So this page I feel like needs something. I think I'll put her on this page. We've got two ladies, so let's make 3 figures on the page for the rule of 3. Maybe I want to put a flower behind her. Maybe one a little bigger than that. This one is quite a bit bigger. Yeah, that one's too big. These all came out of a book about roses, a big book about roses that I bought at the library for $1. I don't like how it sits on top of that flower though. I guess that's not going to work. Need something over here. Let's just glue this flower down and then we'll come back to this page another day. This is going to be one of those pages that takes several sessions to finish. And they're fun. It's fun to do a complete page, but I think it's really fun to go back and add something to something you've already done and just see it progress. I really love doing that. Okay. How much time do we have? Look at that one. This is a close-up of this image. I think I like him down in the corner there. And then I'll add some other stuff around him sometime. Maybe this. Yeah, I'll add that today. Must not be straight. I'm having trouble lining it up. Yeah, it's at an angle. That's just an image from a decorating magazine. So it's a window shutter or something. So I look for interesting images in all kinds of magazines and books. Look at this one. That's fun. Again, I think this is one I would add on top of something I've already done. Oh, she needs to be glued some more. I think I like her there, but I don't think I want to glue her down until I know what I want to put up here. I'm just going to leave her tucked in there so I know that that's where I want her. This is from Daphne's Diary, I believe. I like that owl, that pink owl. I'm trying to see what they're made out of. I can't read what they're made out of because this is a Daphne's Diary that someone else sent me, and it is in a different language. It might be in Dutch. Isn't this a Dutch magazine? They do make it in English, but this one is not English. That looks cute. He's adorable. I'm going to say she's adorable because she's pink. For this one, I think I would want to use a heavier glue than a glue stick, but I didn't bring any out. What's next? Discover the joy of an extraordinary moment. Now I've got the look. I like the color of those, so I could just use the words the look, because that owl is giving us the look. Don't want to distract from the owl too much. I just feel like I want something else there. This is the bottom of a alterations tag. This is a heavy card and this is a heavier card. Would make it pretty thick. How about a piece of music paper or ledger paper? Just a small piece. Now I'm doing an arrangement again. That looks good. Move it over there. Put that up there. Nine o'clock. Probably time for me to put this stuff away and start to wind down. Don't like that. I mean, this is winding down here, but I need to just sit on the couch and veg a little bit. Look, there's another owl. Too bad this page is already occupied. I think we're just going to go with that. Just looking one more time. See if I can find a little something for over here. Not today, I guess. So I'm not going to glue this down because I want to use wet glue for that. So I will come back and do that off camera. And since it's 9 o'clock, I'm going to wrap it up for today. So I did have a little fun just doing some more in my glue book. I think I'll just leave all the stuff out here, so maybe I'll do a little more tomorrow. Maybe not on camera, but before I pick it all up. I didn't feel like I worked very long in it today, although the video is almost 50 minutes now. Ooh, maybe her. She's giving us a look too, isn't she? Yeah, I think I like her there. She's what I needed. Okay, so I will get this all glued down, and then I will see you again in another video, whenever that will be, and whatever that will be. Thanks for gluing with me today. I hope you have all given this a try. Whether you have a glue book, like I made this glue book, so whether you have a handmade glue book or just use a composition book or any other kind of notebook, take an old book and tear some of the pages out of it and